how do you ever find the courage to do the things that scare you, to face those things that you avoid? I'm Lance Shanes, and I help people awaken in some way. I know that, and navigate their awakening process. Still kind of figuring out what I'm here to do. It's okay. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. But thanks everyone for your support, for tuning in. And I'm trying to make more authentic videos, but also to be more true. And this is something that I am quite qualified to talk on. I have gone through some of the scariest shit in the last, not only 3 weeks, but in the last couple of years. And fear, I truly believe, is what takes more lives than any disease or whatever. Granted, it doesn't always kill you, but it kills your spirit. It kills your life. It makes us afraid to make changes. It makes us afraid to live the life that we feel led to, or what would someone else think. And so many people go to the grave with that regret. I mean, there's a reason the top regret of the dying is what it is. Top regret of the dying. I'll say it again. I say it a lot. I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life that others expect of me. So I feel qualified to make this video, and I've faced a lot of fears, and I've grown through it. And the universe is responding. It is, and it will. The more that you learn and have the courage to do so, it's going to bring better things into your life. So I want to talk about, what I've learned through this whole process. I mean, look, lost a job, have been getting by, lost a job I hated. Just had to gut it out for almost a year to survive, and it's barely been surviving. Had to sell my house, my family home. It's a tough change. It's something I tried to put off, but I had to deal with it and got out of there. And it's given me some breathing room, and it's given me some clarity. And change is tough. It's not easy. And we don't get to pick life. It's the curriculum. We're just here to take it. So what can you do? How do you find that courage to make a change in your life? One of the first thing I can tell you is to accept where you are. Accept it. I don't care how shitty things are. I don't care how bad your life is. You created it. You created it with your thinking, with your emotions. You have to own the fact that where you are is because of you. It's not anyone else's fault. That's step number one. Own up to it. You created where you are. So own it. Be okay where you are. You got to start somewhere. Number two, extra gratitude. Look, I've been living through so much lack I've never had to experience. I've never thought I'd have to experience. I've had utilities cut off and gone weeks without money and not been able to buy food, and had to get family to buy groceries. And so, I've been through it, okay? But you know what? Gratitude is powerful, and it's very tough to do when you're in a rough situation or when you're scared even. Practice extra gratitude, radical gratitude. Look around you. Look, I got trees. I've got a chair to sit in. I have a phone. I have food. I have water. The things that we take so many things for granted, try to practice radical gratitude. Look around you. It becomes a mantra, it becomes a habit. The more that you're grateful, the more you're opening up your heart and your energy to receive more. And the universe does appreciate that. God, universe, whatever you want to put a label on it. Someone recently told me Gus, let go and let Gus. God, universe, spirit, I think. Good acronym, because not everybody's religious. It's okay. Pray for guidance. Whatever prayer is to you. And I think a lot of that with me is meditation and spiritual practices and things, but ask for guidance. When you're afraid, if you need courage, ask for guidance. It's always there. You have to ask, though. You have to ask from an open place. Not give me a sign. Just ask for that guidance perpetually. Another, do little things every day that scare you, okay? We when we have to face scary things, we think, oh shit. We compartmentalize it all into one big moment. Oh my God, I gotta move out. I gotta do this. I've been through that. You take one small step at a time. You do one thing a day that scares you or even makes you uncomfortable. Just do one thing a time every day that scares you or makes you uncomfortable. You got to start somewhere. Life is not about just sitting back and waiting for someone to knock on your door, for your fears to disappear. You have to face them. You put yourself in this situation, own it. Take small steps every day. You don't have to do everything at once. Another thing, take time to meditate. And like for me, meditation, what I've learned is it's just going within. And a lot of people struggle in meditation. And I'm not going to make this whole video about it, but our thoughts keep going. It's about being the observer of your thoughts. Just, you're trying to be peaceful in nature and relax, and you catch yourself thinking about a bill or something else. Just, then you can be like, oh shit, that's not me. That's just a thought. That's not who I am. So learn to observe your thoughts. That's the biggest benefit of meditation. You don't have to stop them. I think that's where a lot of people fail, is they try to stop their thoughts. That's silly. Just observe them. It's like that ticker at the bottom of the TV screen. Whatever you're watching has probably got something running across the bottom. It doesn't distract you from watching a show. The next, laugh more. Ooh, boy, oh boy. I've been through hell and back multiple times. Didn't unpack my bags, but laughter is powerful. Sometimes I'll put on like a funny comedian I like, or call someone and joke about something, or post funny memes. Laugh more. Laughter is incredibly powerful medicine. Raise your vibration. Get out in nature. Go for a walk. Put on some good music. Feel better. That's the key. You've got to feel better than where you are. You have to feel better than where you are, because 95% of our life is controlled by the subconscious, right? So our thinking brain is 5%. The subconscious is our habits. And your subconscious keeps your heart beating, keeps you breathing at night and day. Like, we take so many things for granted, but in order to make a change, you have to feel better. Feelings are the language of the body. Thoughts are the language of the mind. Feelings are the language of the body. You got to find a way to feel good. And one thing, like watching some of those videos of like troops coming home and surprising their family, man, that makes everybody well up. If there's something that makes you well up, look it up, watch it, feel better, find a way to feel better. You've got to feel better than where you are. Absolutely. Another thing is count to 3 and do it. Find something small every day that scares you. Count to 3 and just do it. Count to 3. I think it was from a movie. It might have been We're the Millers. I think I got that from that movie, which is a funny movie, which helps with laughter. But like, count to 3 and do what scares you. It works. And the more that you do small things that scare you, the more you're going to build that courage. And it's awesome. And it's going to change your life. And here's the payoff. Nature loves courage. The universe loves courage. And I'm going to finish this with my favorite quote, one of my favorite quotes, which is hard for me to say, from Terrence McKenna, who was I think he was a psychologist or something, but also a psychedelic guru, but a good guy. And I'll go ahead and read it. Nature loves courage. You make the commitment, and nature will respond to that commitment by removing impossible obstacles. Dream the impossible dream, and the world will not grind you under. It will lift you up. This is the trick. This is what all these teachers and philosophers who really counted, who touched the alchemical gold, this is what they understood. This is the shamanic dance and the waterfall. This is how magic is done, by hurling yourself into the abyss and realizing it is a feather bed. Okay, whatever you're afraid of, if you're watching this, I don't believe in accidents. I think my audience is people that are going through things that I've gone through or whatever. You gotta have fear. I still got other fears. I have things I haven't figured out, but I'm telling you, I've been putting this into practice, and I have faced so many fears, and the universe is responding. I have new opportunities flooding me. Great things are coming. But had I just sat there and been like, I'll deal with it another time, or waiting for that perfect time, it's not gonna happen. You created your realm. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, or you wouldn't be there. I hope this helps. Do something every day that scares you, something small. It doesn't have to be your biggest fear. And quit thinking that all these changes you need to make is gonna be everything at once. They're not. They're not. Just do one small thing at a time. And the more that you are courageous, the more that nature and the universe will reward you for your courage. Thanks, everybody. As always, have a happy now, because you can't be happy yesterday, and you can't be happy tomorrow. Thanks.